Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm watching episode 5 of season 3 of Oregairu. Last episode, well, this happened. Ligahama kind of reacted in a certain way to Hachiman deciding to help Yukino instead of going with her to shop for Kamachi, which is very significant to her. But, if this was real life, in my opinion, you wouldn't consider these little things as something all too significant. Like, and maybe, they are teenagers, but normally you'd be like, oh, dang, he chose to do that instead of her, instead of going with me. But it wouldn't be like, oh, dang it, he chose to go the Yukino route. Not gonna win anymore. Normally, choices like this don't really solidify somebody in a certain, path of story in real life, so you wouldn't consider it as such. So, granted, she is in that type of story, so if she was aware of that, it would be a reason to react that way. And it was pretty heartbreaking to actually see her cry, as I'm sure everyone who watched that episode agreed. But I still do think that reaction only makes sense if she knows the context of the series she's in. The kind where every single decision is a big one that matters a lot. Because what he's really doing is just going to help somebody he thinks needs help because he thinks they need help. And he's pretty selfless like that, to a kind of negative degree, but I guess it could also be thought as any single decision regarding Yukino might probably have affected her that way, just feeling like anything they do to get closer together is another nail in the coffin for her. So I guess, thinking about it that way, that could be the case as well. But I also want to say that just because Yuigahama isn't really my favorite of the cast doesn't mean I don't like her. I like her quite a bit, actually. There's no character, actually let me rephrase that, there's no heroine in this series that I don't like. And Kawasaki, she's one that I also really like, even though the anime didn't really make it apparent that she was also kind of pretty much a heroine. I even like Saika, if you want to consider him one. But the reason I corrected myself is because there are characters that I dislike quite a bit, like Hayato and Moira. Oh god, Moira is probably my least favorite character. I also don't like Yukino's older sister. I quite dislike her as well. So those three I'm not really a fan of. And of course, there's Yukino's mom, which is just kind of insufferable as attractive as she is. But other than that, I like pretty much everyone, even the Chunibyo guy. As long as he doesn't overstay his welcome, which he kind of does sometimes. But yeah, let's just see what happens with this. Is it just going to make us see her cry again? Because that's going to be a little hard to watch again. But let's go. She's Batman. I'm kind of glad it skipped over the crying. Of course, he wants the max coffee. That's his thing. I don't know why the teacher tried to cheat him out of it, but she knew what she did. You shouldn't smoke in here. You shouldn't smoke in general. If you want to consider her a heroine, I also like her quite a bit, but they're the smoking thing is a big downside. The windows are closed too. She's in front of a student. That's teacher, come on, you're better than that. Yeah, but almost nobody is. I can't read all that. I'm not even going to try, especially because I don't read Japanese. Is PTO parent teacher organization? I'll assume I skipped it perfectly and I didn't miss a single thing. Yeah, she does want to handle things herself. It's always funny when Hachiman puts himself down like that because he's a harem protagonist, pretty much. Though one of the more interesting ones. I like to imagine that's why she's laughing because she knows what he is. Did she finish? Yeah, she finished one and then she started another one. She's gonna die like in 10 years with that amount of smoking. With the amount she smokes, I'm surprised she could do all that without having to catch her breath. I actually think she's younger than me at this point. Oh my god! Oh, I never expected this scene. Oh my god! Oh, that was adorable too. I almost oh, I almost switched sides there because of that scene. Well, probably. Gotta love these scenes. Very animated too, compared to the other times. We need an Iroha route. If you know about the series, oh, all right. If you know about the series and the books that are already out, like their existence, then you probably know who's gonna win in the anime and the primary novels. I think I said novels, but I meant novels. Uh, yeah, so I would like another series that focuses on Iroha, and then another one that focuses on Kawasaki, and then ideally one that where everyone wins. That would be the best. That reminded me a little bit of scenes in Hinamatsuri. Man, Iroha is great. I love her. That's why she's my second favorite. I was about to say, whenever she says girls this, girl that, girls that, she's just talking about herself, basically. All right, what are you gonna say? If only I could read any of that. That seems very Yukino. The whole season's gonna be about this prom thing. Asking right out, huh? I didn't really give her a chance to refuse. Oh, that's a good way to do it. In that situation, still her doing things, giving her kind of like an out a little bit to make her kind of, well, I guess she didn't accept that. Yeah, he kind of gave her an out to be like, oh, I'll still be helping you, but technically, you'd still be doing everything, so it still counts. But she didn't accept that. Well, that shocked her. She's adamant. I bet Rojo wanted to hear that instead. Okay. Okay. You know what? Huh. This might work as well. They're going to be working against each other, so technically he's not saving her. That could also work. This is the longest showdown in anime history. This this battle arc is probably the longest in, well, never mind. Dragon Ball Z exists. I think she might. Well, it's time to duel. I was expecting her to say something during that moment. She probably only really interrupted because she didn't like the mood that they had. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's why she interrupted. This is the first time I think we've ever gotten some introspection on Iroha. God, oh, I want her to win too. Why? Why can't she win? I want everyone to win. Why can't they? Oh, she's upset. That's basically this entire show. You'd probably confess in the spot, wouldn't you? I'm really liking this. Oh, it's over. But there's a lot left, so there's something after the credits. All right, let's see what it is. More Iroha, perhaps? Once again, Yukino is typing on a static image. None of the text is changing on that document. It's also kind of disappointing how out of the whole thing Kawasaki is. But then again, if they were all fighting on even ground, this might last a lot longer. Well, that was fantastic. Oh, especially the Iroha part. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've ever seen her thoughts, and it feels so nice. Like usually with her, it's always been subtle with everyone, but like hers was even more so because she also had that facade where she pretended literally everyone was more important than Hachiman, even though that wasn't really the case. Uh, Seeing her listening to her be this honest was really refreshing, and I really enjoyed that. I want more, but there's only a little bit left, and I want so much more of this series. If only everyone would get isekai, and then he could marry all of them. But Oh yeah, including the teacher. But she would have to stop smoking in the other world because they don't have cigarettes, which would be a good thing. um, but yeah, fantastic episode as usual. Uh, though again, there wasn't much lightheartedness this episode. Which I always do miss because it's actually my favorite part of the series, just the lighthearted interactions between all the characters. Of course, thanks to Europa, there was a little bit of it. Um, but yeah, it was great. That's all I have to say for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.